Japan has always been vulnerable to earthquakes. It is simply in the wrong place, right on several major fault lines. It is one of the most earthquake-prone areas in the entire world. In this century alone, there have been 17 major earthquakes. Here was the most destructive, 1923 in Tokyo. 140,000 people died. More than 3 million were made homeless. The Japanese prepare for the worst. Government-sponsored earthquake drills all over the country. The Japanese have been particularly worried these past few weeks because there have been so many smaller quakes, 14 since the end of December. But all of them were in northern Japan, far from the one that hit the Kobe area last night. This earthquake in Japan comes as a great shock in many ways, and in one regard particularly, it's going to generate a very serious debate in other parts of the world. Japanese engineers had believed that advanced technology would protect people, that some so-called earthquake-proof buildings would be spared. They underestimated nature's power. Here's ABC's Ken Kashiwahara.
Before 1981, no building in Japan could be higher than 18 stories, but then the Japanese changed the law and began building taller structures they called smart buildings, which were designed to withstand such tremors as today's 7.2 magnitude quake. They were built to sway in a quake, not collapse, but many did collapse.
There is no such thing as earthquake-proof building. There is such a thing as good earthquake-resistant buildings.
At the Stanford University Earthquake Center today, students used a model to simulate how buildings would shake in a 7.1 earthquake with the epicenter about 20 miles away, as it was in Japan. But magnitude alone does not determine the extent of destruction. The simulation does not take into consideration such factors as the soil condition and the frequency of ground motion.
If we were to actually simulate the motion from the Japan earthquake, these structures that you see will probably collapse.
One reason much of the damage in Japan occurred to structures built on landfill, which experts say does not provide a foundation solid enough to withstand a severe tremor.
The industrial damage is concentrated along the port on fill-poor soils, all very, very expected.
Indeed, during the San Francisco earthquake 5 years ago, some of the most extensive damage occurred to houses built on landfill. The soft soil magnified the ground's movement. Another factor in determining damage, the distance from the epicenter. Downtown San Francisco was 80 miles from the epicenter, Kobe, Japan, only 20 miles. Earthquake experts say that even with the strict building codes in California and Japan, if a quake strikes close to a populated area, as it did in Japan, nothing will help.
You don't design everything for a direct hit that may occur once in every few hundred years.
Why not?
We can't afford it.
Structural engineers say if the epicenter in San Francisco had been only 20 miles away as it was in Japan, the same kind of destruction would have occurred here. Ken Kashiwahara, ABC News, San Francisco.
Anyone who's been in a serious earthquake knows how terrifying it can be. Anyone who's trying to help knows how appallingly difficult it can be.
This is Mark Litke on the road to Kobe, where a steady stream of emergency vehicles is desperately trying to make it to the devastated city tonight